Hi, my name is Hanif Putur. Today I am going to integrate TinyMCE rich text editor with the ASP.NET MVC framework, and also since TinyMCE editor don't have the feature of image uploading, I am also integrating with the Uploadify, which is a jQuery image uploader plugin. Okay. So the task for today's task is we want to create an MVC project where users can upload news and insert images into the news. So I will be using these tools actually, Visual Studio 2013, and also I will be using TinyMCE rich text editor and also the plugin Uploadify. Okay. So I will split the project into three parts for easy understanding. So first let's create the part 1 where I will create an empty project, then I will create a news entry page, then also a news display page, the basic. Okay. So in the part 2 I will for the part 1 project I will integrate rich text editor, so that you will be able to edit the text in a bold, font changing, underline, everything you can do. And also for the same whatever we completed in the part 2, I will add image upload feature in the part 3 of the project. Okay. So let's start with the part 1 of this project. So we'll create an empty MVC project. I'll go to Visual Studio 2013. So create new project. So take web, ASP.NET web application. You give any name for this one. So I'll put TinyMCE Uploadify. Okay, press OK, then select the MVC, press OK. Now Visual Studio is creating the project for me. Okay, so the project is ready now. Let me click on the Solution Explorer, so I will be able to see the files. Okay, so now my next task is I want to create a news entry page, then also I want to create a news display page. So as you are aware, like if you want to create any application in the Microsoft Visual Studio MVC, first you need to create a model for this one. So let's create a model called news. Okay, again is a class file. I will give the name news.cs. Okay. Okay, let's start with a title for the news. This string news title, get set. Okay, now we need to have the news content actually. Public string, I'll give the name content. Okay, then we will get set. So our model is ready. Okay, let's go and build the solution so that the model is published. Okay, now let's go to the controller and we will create a controller called news controller. We take empty, we'll use news controller. Okay, now I need to create an index view. So I'll go to view, I'll create a add view, I'll take it empty, nothing need to be selected. Okay, so this is the main page where I want to enter the news actually. So I'll use a model TinyMCE models.news. Okay, now in this one I want to add the two rows to display the news. So I already have some text files here, so that I'll use the same thing. So I'll use this ready-made text so that I don't want to waste your time on this one. Okay, so this is the news the news title. Okay, I'll put the same thing here. Then I don't want anything here. Okay, then I want, this is my content, so I have the content here. Okay, this is my submit button. Okay, so I have here, like at this moment, okay, so this will go here. Okay, so when it submit, you create another one where I will put HTTP post. News as model. Since I have not added the model, I think I need to add the model. Okay, return view. Okay, so let's publish this one. So I think I have the code ready. So what I want to do is, I'll just pass this view into the display model, display view. I'll create another view where I'll be able to display the news actually. So I'll go to the view. I'll create a new item. .cshtml. So I have the content for that ready. So I'll just paste it for this moment, so that I don't want to waste your time. Okay, so we'll go here. I'll use the same model here. Okay, so this one is the, I think it is the news title. Okay, so my basic project is ready now. So I'll just go and publish. So let's see how it works. Okay, my model is, I'm just going to my controller called news. Okay, now I have something like, I can put test title, test news. Okay, yeah, when I submit, it is coming to the my news display page actually. So what happens is, when this is my index page. Whenever I submit the news, it will go to this controller, index, news controller and index action. Okay, so in the news controller, I have an index action for HTTP post. It is just redirecting to the another view, news display. Okay, so the news display is here actually. So this one. So basically what happens is, whatever I submit in the previous page, it will be posted and displayed here actually. Okay, so now this is my part one of my project actually. So I created an empty project, I created model and everything required and the controller also, and also I had a news display page actually. So whatever I submit, it will be displayed here. So to know what I submit, I should understand actually. Okay, now let's go to the second part. We are going to integrate, for the same project, we are going to integrate rich text editor. So before that, what I want to do is, like here it is like, now it is display for this is the content. Okay, this is the name of my field where I want to add the this rich text editor. Okay, so now let's download the TinyMCE. Okay, this is the TinyMCE website. So if you go here, so you can download the file, go to download and you will be able to download the entire thing. Okay, so for easy reference, I already kept it download ready. So this is the downloaded file. I'll go here and I'll extract it here. Okay, so this is the entire thing. So what I'm going to do is, okay, so this is the TinyMCE, so I'll just copy this folder. Okay, then I'll go here, let me stop this project. I'll go to the scripts folder, I'll go to the open folder in File Explorer. Okay, so I moved the entire TinyMCE here actually. So I want to include it in the project. So what you should do is, you go here, it will show all the files, even it is not included. Then you will see that this is the white square mark. It shows that you have not included this file in the project. So click here and click include in project. Means this one is included in the project. Okay. Now let's go to the documentation of TinyMCE. So at the basic, so if you want to, this is the quick install, you can refer here. So if you want to use TinyMCE, what you should do is, you just add this reference to the min file, and you should add the selector here actually, whatever the ID of the selector. Okay, so in our case what we will do is, okay, so let's add this one. So this is my index file. Okay, what I'm going to do is, I'll add a reference to this file TinyMCE. I'll bring it here. Okay, now at the second step, what they say is, I should add the script, this one, TinyMCE init. So I'll go here, I'll add it here. Okay, but in the selector, what I should do is, it's mentioned the text area, but in my case it is not. I will use by the ID. So what I can do is, I'll just type hash, and the name of the field is content. Okay, so let's go here. Okay, so let's see how it goes. Okay, content. Okay, wow. Now here you can add the news title, news heading, then you can, this is my sample news, I can write in bold, I can add italic letters too. I can add lists, I can add ordered list, okay, and if I want, I can increase the size of this one. Now for this I can add the order list, for this I can add the unordered list. Okay, so this, so if I submit now, it should take me to the display page. Okay, so now you can see that you are getting an error because it says a potentially dangerous request form values detected from the client. This means you, from the client side, you are sending some HTML parameters. Actually we have not defined this in our model actually. So if you go to our model, we said just it is a text files. Okay, so what we should do is, if you are getting that error, you go here, then you enable allow HTML. Since it is not there, you need to go here and add, use this system.web.mvc. okay, so now if I go again, so you are getting this error, dangerously the value was detected from the client. Okay, now what we did is, we changed the model field into to allow HTML. So we'll go again here, so I'll just do something, so I'll sub in the same thing again from here. We'll see, you see now it's taking, because earlier we have not enabled the content, with the system not aware that the content is HTML. Okay, so now this is the very good to go actually. So we have a text editor, rich text editor here, and also this is the heading for this one. But if you want more features, you want to add more functionality for this one, you can go to the TinyMCE documentation. You will have all these kind of things. Whatever you want to do, you can go from here actually. Just to check the demos, or you want to take, you see, each one they explained very easily. You can take any of these. Now for example, you want to see this one like this, you go here. For example, imagine you want to see our rich text editor like this. Okay, so you just go here, just take this much and copy and add it to our this one actually. So here, comma, this one. Okay, so we don't need this one now, delete it. And also I don't want to add this image option because I don't like it, so we'll save it. And if you go here, you will see, so now I refresh this one, you will see all the features, additional things from there. Okay, also okay, so now this is good to go, but our issue is like so I'll just add and show you what is the basic features. Okay, now I'll add here the image option. I just want to show you what is the issue actually, so that you will understand why I am going to use Uploadify. Okay, so you see, okay, so this is I can type here. Okay, now the main drawback of this rich text editor is it has all the features whatever you are looking for. Most of the things are covered in this one, but the only thing which is missing is here, like you cannot insert image straightforward. Like, so for example, if I click here, you have to enter the source of the image, like google.com / whatever the source image location actually. So you cannot upload the image into the interface actually. This is the biggest drawback of this TinyMCE rich text editor. So what I am going to use is, there is another plugin called Uploadify. So I will integrate Uploadify into this one, so that you can seamlessly add images into your news actually. Okay, so to wrap up, we finished the part 2 of the project. Okay, now we are going to integrate Uploadify to the project. Okay, so Uploadify, you can go to their website uploadify.com. It is very lightweight. Just go here, then just download. So this is the free version, just download it. Okay, and go here. Okay, I have so many files, like no problem. Okay, okay, so this is the one we downloaded. Okay, so from this we just need only these four files. Okay, select this one, this one, this one, this one, this one. Only take these files. Okay, copy. Okay, then we'll go here, you stop this project. Okay, now go to the scripts folder. From here we will go here, we will create folder called Uploadify. Sorry, okay, you go here. Okay, so this is my Uploadify files. Okay, so basically for your information, the Uploadify supports only PHP. For example, if you go here, implementing Uploadify, you will see in their documentation that okay, they are supporting PHP and they don't support C#. So I have created the equivalent version of this PHP file. So and I will show you how to do it. Okay, now first we will add these files. We copied the Uploadify into the scripts folder, but we not included in the project. So let's go here. Okay, so it's showing here. So let's add this one into our let's include it in our project. Okay. Okay, so there is one thing we need to fix in the Uploadify CSS file. They are referring to that image. You see, now if you go here, this is one we need to make sure it is like it matches our this one actually. So you go here, root scripts, then slash Uploadify. Okay, fine, or else you will get an error actually if you don't do this step actually. Okay, now in their documentation what they mention is, first we need to include the jQuery. So secondly we need to include Uploadify min. Okay, so these two things we need to include, and also we need to include the CSS file. Okay, so let's go here. So this is our main file. So this is our header. So we need to jQuery is already included in the system, so we no need to include again for the second time. So you just take jQuery Uploadify, this one. Okay, you just include this one, then you take this CSS file and add it here. Okay, so we added the Uploadify files. Okay, now another thing is, in this one in our view we don't have a option. We need something for adding the image here, so we will add one row for adding the images. Okay, so we will take from here. I'll just copy paste. I'll just first I need to go and add this one to the model. I'll go here, public HTTP base. I'll copy from here. I have my model here. Okay, so HTTP posted file base means this field contains images. Okay, then I go here. So I'll go to my news index dot this one. So I'll add a field. So for the field I have it here somewhere. I'll copy from here so that I don't need to waste your time. Okay, this is my code. I take from here, I add it here. Okay, so this is the image field I'm going to add, and this is the file upload. Okay, so in order to Uploadify to work, you need to include this Uploadify jQuery and also the CSS files. Okay, now the third step in their documentation, what they mention is we should use this function. Okay, so and this is the ID of the file browser. So okay, so we'll just take this one, we will add it in the script. Okay, so we will add the script here. Okay, so make sure your this ID of the document image matches the this jQuery. Okay, and also other thing you need to do is you need to change the path for this Uploadify. Okay, so our path is here, uploadify.swf. so you take out from here scripts slash uploadify slash uploadify.s, and also this by default they are using PHP file for the uploading, but in our system we are using Visual Studio.NET C#. So I have written my own script for this one. So what you can do is you just use, okay, this is my upload function which I created for .NET. So I'll be going to insert into the news controller. Let me format the document. Okay, so this is what it will do is, I am just calling this function upload. What it will do is it will first, okay, another thing, whenever you submit some file from Uploadify, the file will come under the name file data. So you are collecting that file name from here. Okay, then what you are going to do is you are getting the extracting the extension from there. Okay, the path is not is asking, let me check, yeah, I should use system.io. okay, so the path, so string extension means I am taking out, extracting the extension from the uploaded file. Okay, then I am going to referring for a file id string. What I am doing is I am going to create a random file name from the guid dot new guid to string. It will create a random file name. Then again what I am doing is I am adding this file name and the extension together, so that I have the file name, my file name will be a full file name including the extension, which will retain the original extension of the file. For example, if the original file is JPG, here the file name will be some xyz.jpg. If it is PNG, then it will make the extension as PNG. Okay. Now I am going to save the file in the path, like I should provide the virtual path. So here what I am going to do is I should create a folder called uploads. Here create a folder, name it as uploads, make sure it has the right permission to write into the folder. Okay, so now the server map path will convert this relative path into virtual path, because system.io will not work with the relative path, it should have an absolute path. Okay, now file.save as, so what it will do is the file operation, it will save this path. Okay, it in this path, and it will return that the field id means it will return the path of the image where it is stored. Okay, so this is what it is going to do. This is a replacement for the uploadify.php file, which is originally coming with the this one. So instead of that, let me change this one into, okay, I have it here, we already kept it ready, so that I don't want to waste your time. Okay, so you can take this whole thing, can take the whole thing and paste it here for easy reference. Okay, I'll explain what it will do. Okay, first file upload. So this is the div tag id of the div id for this one actually. So you see, this is the id for the field. Okay, so here I am referring to the swf file of it is the relative absolute path. Okay, here I am instructing that I am using for the uploading, I am using new in the news controller upload action method, that is this one which we created just now. Okay, then if there is this is the cancel image, don't need to worry of this one, and this is the file limit. So currently I am defining that the file whatever I am going to upload should not exceed more than 1 MB. And button text, so this is the text for the button. Okay, and this is the size limit. Q means at a time how many files the client should be able to upload. So I will put it as 10 files maximum, and this is the file description and file extensions. For example, this is always should come in pair. So for example, you will type GIF, JPG, image. So you will give a description that these are all the image files. For example, if you are going to allow the student client to upload documents, you can put it as a document files, and here you can put star.doc, star.docx or star.pdf, anything. Okay, and after that, once this successfully uploaded, what it should do on upload success, we are calling on upload success, we are calling this function. What it will do is it will go to TinyMCE active editor wherever is coming from, then it will insert, this command will insert the image reference image into the text editor. Okay, I will explain this one better in the when I run the project. Let's go and run it, we will see is there any issue or any error, so that we will solve it. So this is the previous stage of our project. See, now we have this one called image choose, actually it's not taking, so we'll see why it's not taking. We'll go to F12 and see, you can see there is an error. Okay, it says jQuery min.js reference error and not defined. Okay, usually if the reference error means, what happens is for Uploadify, the jQuery file should be in the beginning, and the jQuery file should come in the top actually. But I think if you go to this page source, you will see that, you see, we are calling the Uploadify here, but the jQuery is referenced here actually down. So to fix this problem, what you should do is go to views and shared folder. Okay, in the layout, you move this jQuery reference to the header of the page. Okay, so I'll call it here. So now I'll save it. I'm sure now it should work. We'll see. Yes, you see, now it's taking. Now you don't have any error here. So I want to repeat, the issue was, it was giving the error because in by default ASP.NET MVC, the layout in layout, the jQuery is called in the footer actually, means after the content. But for Uploadify to work, it should be the reference should be before the Uploadify this one. So, okay, so I just moved these things here. Now it started working. Okay, now let's see, like I'll put some test. I'll select some this one. So I don't have any good images. I'll just check this one. You see, it's immediately coming here actually. Okay, means it is working. So what I'll do is I'll go up. You can see here. Let me check. I just submit. You see, this is the submitted content. Okay, so if I go back, okay, I'll just refresh this one again. If I go here, I can select more than one images. For example, I'll just add a table here, insert table. I'll add 3 columns, so I can make it bigger. For this column, I want to add the image. Keep the mouse. This is row 1. In the row 2, you want the image. Just click here and go here and take the image or any picture. Just add it. It will come to that specific row wherever you defined. Okay. Now you want to have multiple images. For example, you want multiple images here. Go here. You can select 2-3 images at a time and select open. It will be inserted one after the other. Okay, now if I submit, you will see all the images like this. I think this completes our demonstration, but I'll just tell you, like now in my controller your data is coming here, so whatever you want to do, so you have the data is posted here, so you can just save it, or you want to pass it to the your database actions. This can be called here, or you can save the data. Any operations you want to do, you can do it here. Also, after you want to display it, you should I'm using this display view, so I'll tell you, when you are using the display view for HTML content, you make sure that you are using HTML row. If you don't use HTML row, then I'll just if I use just display for example, I'll show you how it comes. If you use like this, then it will not display I'll show you what is the difference. So if you make it like this, okay, you go here, it will not display HTML content. Okay, so we'll go here, news heading, select images, then I add some text here. I can add whatever I want. I can make like this, or I can make like this. Then I save, but you will see like this, because you are not interpreting the content as HTML. For that, what you should do is you make sure the content is called as HTML raw. Okay, I'll just click here, I'll go back, I'll put something here, I'll select the images. I can select up to 10 images. If I select more than 10, let's see what happens. You see, it will give an error. You are not allowed to select more than 10. Also the validation, as I told you, we have put a validation here. I'll just show you. We are allowing only these extensions. Okay, so if you put anything other than, it will not allow you to select any other extension than this one. Okay, and also if you want, you can also the size for each file. If it is more than 1 MB, it will not allow you. You can also define the size in MB, KB or GBs. Okay, let me select some 4 images. I can put it here. Okay, it's on the fly, is down uploading. Okay, so I can add any text in between. I can add also some tables in between. I can make this one here. I can make border. I can put borders. I can put captions. Okay, I can make anything you want. And also I can reduce the size, for example like this. And also one more thing I want to show you, like when I insert the image. Okay, I'll show you here. If you go to the source code of the file, you can see the source. You will see the images are added, like just this is the image tag, for example. Okay, so it will add a class image responsive, so you no need to worry of the size. So the system will automatically use the image responsive class. So when it display, it will display it as per the size. Okay, and also the file names, you can see the file names are randomly generated, so you no need to worry of duplication. Even if you upload the same file 10 times, each time system will add different file names for that. Okay, that you can check from here. Okay, now I'll go submit. See, it will come like this. See, all my table is here, everything. Hope you enjoyed this tutorial, and I'll put the link in the description, so you can download the entire project and enjoy this one. Hope you have learned something new and have a great time ahead.